Division. Common terms used in division. When we want to distribute or share something equally into groups, we use division to find out how many in each group. The process of equal distribution or equal sharing is called division. This is the symbol used for division. Look at this story. Manish feeds 3 stray dogs near his society with biscuits. If he has 12 biscuits, how many biscuits can he feed to each dog? Let us divide 12 by 3 and find out how many biscuits Manish can feed to each dog. This is called the division sentence. This division sentence can also be written like this. We know that 3 fours are 12. Subtract these numbers to get the remainder as 0. Here, the number 12, that is the number which is divided, is called the dividend. The number 3, which divides the dividend, is called the divisor. The result, that is, 4, is called the quotient. The leftover, if any, is called the remainder. Relation of multiplication and division. Let us look at a problem. If you have 12 chocolates that you want to divide equally among 3 people, then how pieces can each person have? Let us start by looking at this as a division problem. 12 divided by 3 is what? If you want to look at it as a multiplication problem, you can think of 3 times what is equal to 12. Well, 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. That must mean that 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now there are 4 people who want to share 12 chocolate equally. This creates the division sentence 12 divided by 4 is equal to what? You can also think of multiplication sentences. That is 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12. Therefore 12 divided by 4 is 3. Each person can have 3 pieces of chocolate. Do you see how multiplication and division is related? Division of splitting up large groups into smaller groups. Multiplication is combining groups to make a large group. Let us look into another example. We know that 2 times 4 is 8. We are combining 4 groups of 2 objects each or 2 groups of 4 objects each. We can make 2 division statements from it. In the statement 8 divided by 2, we are dividing 8 objects into groups of 2 each. Here in another division statement, we are dividing 8 objects into groups of 4 each. Dividing 2-digit number by 1-digit number. We have already learnt the division by repeated subtraction. Let us divide 15 by 3 using repeated subtraction. 15 minus 3 is equal to 12. 12 minus 3 is equal to 9. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Here, repeated subtraction has been done 5 times. Thus, 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Let's learn the division of 2-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers using the long division method. Divide 36 by 3. Write the dividend and the divisor in this manner. Step 1. Divide the tens digit of the dividend. Since the divisor is 3, recall the multiplication table of 3 until you reach a number equal to or just less than the tens digit. 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 3. Write 1 in the tens place of the quotient and 3 below 3 and subtract it. We get 0 as remainder. Step 2. Bring down the ones digit of the dividend. Recall the multiplication table of 3 until you reach a number equal to or just less than the ones digit. 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. Write 2 in the ones place of the quotient and 6 below 6 and subtract it. We get the remainder as 0. Thus, 36 divided by 3 is equal to 12. Here, 12 is the quotient and the remainder is 0. Let us see an example of division with remainder. Divide 49 by 4. Write the dividend and the divisor as shown here. Step 1. Divide the tens digit of the dividend by the divisor, 4. Recall the multiplication table of 4 until you reach a number equal to or just less than the tens digit 4 multiplied by 1 is equal to 4. So, write 1 in the tens place of the quotient and 4 below 4 and subtract it. The remainder is 0. Step 2. Bring down the ones digit, that is, 9. We know 4 multiplied by 2 is equal to 8. Now, write 2 in the ones place of the quotient and 8 below 9 and subtract. The remainder is 1. 12 is the quotient and the remainder is 1. Dividing 3-digit number by 1-digit number. Divide 393 by 3. Step 1. Write the dividend and the divisor in this manner. Here, we start from the hundreds digit. Divide 3 by 3. 3 ones are 3. Write 1 in the hundreds place of the quotient and 3 below 3 and subtract it. The remainder is 0. Step 2. Bring down the tens digit, 9, and divide by 3. As 3 threes are 9, write 3 in the tens place of the quotient and 9 below 9 and subtract it. The remainder is 0. Step 3. Bring down the ones digit, that is 3, and divide by 3. As 3 ones are 3, write 1 in the ones place of the quotient and 3 below 3 and subtract it. The final remainder is 0. Thus, 393 divided by 3 is equal to 131. Here, 131 is the quotient and remainder is 0. Whenever the number to be divided is less than the divisor, we write 0 in the quotient and bring down the next digit. Let us understand through an example. Divide 817 by 4. Step 1. As 4 twos are 8, write 2 in the hundreds place of the quotient and 8 below 8 and subtract it. The remainder is 0. Step 2. Bring down the tens digit of the dividend. Since 1 cannot be divided by 4, therefore, bring down the ones digit of the dividend and also write 0 in the tens column of the quotient. Divide 17 by 4. We have 4 fours are 16. Write 4 in the ones place of the quotient and subtract 16 from 17. The remainder is 1. Thus, 817 is the dividend, 4 is the divisor, 204 is the quotient and 1 is the remainder. Properties of division. If a number is divided by itself, the quotient is always 1. Let us understand this property through an example. When we divide 6 by 6, we get 1. If a number is divided by 1, the quotient is always the number itself. For example, when we divide 4 by 1, we get 4. If we divide 0 by any number, the result is always 0. For example, when we divide 0 by 7, we get 0. Division by 10. When we divide a number by 10, the remainder is equal to the ones digit of the dividend and the quotient is equal to the remaining digits of the dividend. For example, 84 divided by 10 gives quotient is equal to 8 and remainder is equal to 4.